Welcome to your market report, guys, for Wednesday, August 29th, 2018. And listen, I'm very glad to have you guys here. I'm going to get right into the markets. I got my broken glasses on. Got to go in and get a new pair of glasses. I sat on them. Anyway, well, that's the way the day has started off, and that's the way she goes. Anyway, listen, let's get the market started. Let's open up the charts. Let's see. The first thing we're going to look at is Bitcoin. Bitcoin is on its way upwards right now. One of two things is going to happen. Either she's going to peak off at just below $8,000 and fall back down to 6,000 again to create another one of these little lower highs, or it's going to continue on its way upwards. One of the two. And at this point, I don't know which it's going to do. I'll tell you which way I'm leaning now, which way I think. I think she's going to fall back down to 6,000 again. That's what I think it's going to do. But I think that if it does fall back down to 6,000 again, I think it's going to create one of your last buying opportunities before the real bull market actually gets started. Let's take a look at cryptocurrency market capitalizations. $233 billion today. And a Bitcoin dominance 52.5%. We're looking at all the coins going up today. Some of them went up rather steeply. EOS, big time, 17.28% up. Litecoin is still dragging its heels. It's still down a bit. Now we're looking at a number of coins going up substantially. IOTA's up 7.7%. She's at 77 cents a coin. And XRP, it's up 1.38%, but it had a big day there. It's at 35 cents for Ripple. Bitcoin Cash, $2.38% up. So now let's take a look at the Dow Jones Industrial Average today. She's down 14 points. She went up and touched the 26,000 that I said that she would do. And now volumes are falling off. Of course, volumes started falling off around the 3rd of the month, of last month, the 3rd of last month. Volumes have been down for quite a long time. Look at these low volumes all the way across here. There's not a lot under supporting the market right now. There's not a lot of actual support underneath it. Buyers for the market to fall back on. It's like Wile E. Coyote when he runs out over a cliff and there's nothing to support him anymore. But he pauses there for a minute. And he just sits there and he doesn't fall. And that's the way with this market. This market it doesn't have a lot of support underneath it. Basically, if it starts to fall, there's not going to be much for a bid to come in and support it. Now let's take a look at the oil. $69.16. It's up 63 cents on the day, or 0.92% on sweet light crude. I think there's a cap. I think OPEC has a cap on it, somewhere around maybe 72 bucks. We reach that price, and you're going to see it fall back down into the 60s again. And ultimately, they have an awful lot of control over the oil price. OPEC does. Now, silver price today. Silver is very controlled, too. An awful lot of markets. We don't really have an awful lot of markets anymore. One of the closest things we have to a market is the Bitcoin market. These markets are so manipulated and controlled, especially this silver market and gold too. Let's take a look at the live charts on gold right now. The gold price. We're at 1203 right now. We're up $3.30 in a day. And if you look at this chart, it looks almost identical to silver. That's because the two always follow one another. That's why they call them gold and silver, or silver and gold. When people refer to gold, they refer to silver. And when people refer to silver, they refer to gold. The two are together and they travel together. Just look at this chart and look how closely it resembles the silver chart. Okay, I'm going to switch charts. The movements on the charts, almost identical. And they always have been. So if silver has a shortage and shoots up in price, gold's going to follow. Let's take a look at the bonds and rates. Bonds today. What we have is we have falling yields on the bonds, except for the short end. The short end's not falling so much. The middle ground, U.S. 5-year, is unchanged. Now the 3-month says that the yields are falling, but this is a flattening yield curve, what we're seeing right here, and it's getting more and more flat all the time. The spread between the 30-year and the 3 months is not that great a deal. It's less than 100 basis points. The spread, between 3 months and 30 years, less than 100 basis points spread. I mean, that's a very flat yield curve. Anyway, let's take a look at the U.S. dollar index here. 94.83, She's up a little bit on the day. We're going to have to take a look at a 5-day to get a better perspective here. We can see overall over the last 5 days she's down a little bit, but she's kind of turned the corner a little bit, and she's starting to meander back up a little bit, starting yesterday. And so we're up just a little bit from what we was. We're up 0.12% so far. I think it's very possible we could go back up to 95 or 96 very easily on this. So listen, this has been your market report. Been a little bit of a short one today. I got to get in there and get some new glasses. And this afternoon, I think I'll go in and get some Chinese food, and I think I'll get a new pair of glasses, That sounds good to me. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye for now, guys.